It's been 5 years since Prince Harry made the monumental decision to step back from royal duties, trading the grandeur of Buckingham Palace for the sun-soaked streets of Montecito, California. With his wife Meghan Markle and their 2 young children, Harry embarked on a journey that promised freedom and a fresh start. But beneath the surface of this seemingly idyllic life lies a complex web of struggles and unfulfilled aspirations. As royal expert Richard Fitzwilliams puts it, Harry is in a state of exile. The prince, once a beloved figure in the UK, now grapples with feelings of regret and isolation. Friends from his past have drifted away, and the rift with his family has only deepened. The weight of his royal title feels heavier than ever, as he searches for a meaningful role in a world that seems to have moved on without him. In recent months, it's been Meghan who has taken center stage, launching her lifestyle brand and captivating audiences with her entrepreneurial spirit. While she thrives, Harry finds himself in the shadows, picking up a few awards but facing backlash from the public. A petition with over 76,000 signatures against his receipt of the Pat Tillman Award serves as a stark reminder that many Americans view the couple with skepticism. Royal historian Marlene Koenig notes that Harry's struggle to find his footing in the U.S. is palpable. He's caught in a tug-of-war between his royal past and the desire to be a breadwinner for his family. Despite the comforts of their California home, Harry hasn't yet discovered the success he craves outside the royal bubble. His achievements, like the Invictus Games and his work with Centibale, were all established before he married Meghan. Now, his most publicized endeavors, interviews, documentaries, and his memoir Spare, have only served to alienate him further from the royal family. The damage is done, and the path to reconciliation seems more daunting than ever. As Harry navigates this new life, he's haunted by a sense of homesickness. His social circle in California is limited, and the absence of old friends weighs heavily on him. The military connections that once defined his identity now feel like a distant memory. While Meghan appears focused and determined, Harry is left wrestling with his past decisions and the consequences they've wrought. He longs for a sense of belonging, a role that allows him to contribute meaningfully to the world while also reconnecting with his family. But as he stands at this crossroads, the question looms: can he find a way to bridge the gap between his old life and the new one he's trying to build? With the backdrop of a family feud and the pressures of public scrutiny, Harry's journey is just beginning. The stakes are high, and the road ahead is fraught with uncertainty. Will he be able to carve out a new identity that honors his past while embracing the future? Only time will tell. But let's try and imagine what can await Prince Harry at the next turn of the bumpy road that he has chosen for himself. As the sun sets over Montecito, casting a golden hue on the sprawling estate, Prince Harry finds himself at a crossroads. The allure of California's lifestyle is undeniable, yet the shadows of his past loom large. While Meghan continues to flourish, launching successful products that sell out in minutes, Harry feels increasingly sidelined, grappling with the weight of expectations and the reality of his choices. The tension escalates as Harry attempts to carve out a meaningful role for himself in this new chapter. He immerses himself in his humanitarian efforts, particularly the Invictus Games, a project close to his heart. Yet, despite the noble intentions, he struggles to gain the recognition and support he desires. The public's mixed reactions to his endeavors only add to his frustration. Critics argue that his recent projects lack the impact and visibility of his earlier work, leaving him feeling adrift. In a candid moment, Harry confides in a close friend about his internal battle. "I love my family, but I can't shake the feeling that I'm fighting a losing battle," he admits. The friend listens, understanding the turmoil that comes with being a royal in exile. Harry's yearning for reconciliation with his father, King Charles, weighs heavily on him. He recalls the last time they spoke, a conversation filled with unspoken words and unresolved tensions. "I would love reconciliation with my family," he reflects, "but it feels like there's a wall between us that I can't break down." Meanwhile, Meghan's success continues to soar. Her lifestyle brand, as ever, is gaining traction, and she's become a symbol of empowerment for many. Yet, as she thrives, Harry grapples with feelings of inadequacy. The contrast between their paths is stark. While Meghan is celebrated for her entrepreneurial spirit, Harry feels like a relic of a bygone era, struggling to find his place in a world that seems to have moved on. The couple's dynamic shifts as Meghan's focus intensifies on her ventures. Harry, once the supportive partner, now feels the pressure to step up and contribute in a way that aligns with their shared vision. But the more he tries, the more he feels like he's falling short. "I need to find my own voice," he tells Meghan one evening, frustration evident in his tone. "I can't just be the guy behind the scenes anymore." As the weeks pass, Harry's sense of isolation deepens. He misses the camaraderie of his military friends and the support of his old social circle. The absence of familiar faces amplifies his feelings of loneliness, and he begins to question whether he made the right choice in leaving the royal family. The rift with his brother, Prince William, feels insurmountable, and the distance between them grows wider with each passing day. In a moment of vulnerability, Harry reflects on the sacrifices he's made. "I thought leaving would bring freedom, but it feels more like a prison," he confesses to a trusted advisor. The advisor nods, recognizing the internal conflict that has taken root. "You've traded one set of challenges for another," they reply. "But it's not too late to redefine your path." As Harry grapples with his identity, he faces a pivotal moment during a public appearance at the Invictus Games. The event is a celebration of resilience and strength, yet Harry feels the weight of expectation pressing down on him. As he stands before the crowd, he realizes that this is his chance to reclaim his narrative. He speaks passionately about the importance of mental health and the need for support, drawing on his own experiences. The audience responds with warmth, reminding him that he still has the power to inspire. But as the applause fades, the internal struggle remains. Harry knows he must confront his past and seek a way forward that honors both his royal heritage and his desire for independence. The journey ahead is fraught with challenges, but he's determined to find a balance that allows him to thrive in this new life. With the echoes of the crowd still ringing in his ears, Harry takes a deep breath, ready to face the next chapter. The road to reconciliation and self-discovery is long, but he's prepared to navigate the complexities of his identity, one step at a time. As the dust settles from the Invictus Games, Prince Harry stands at a pivotal juncture in his life. The applause from the crowd still resonates in his mind, a reminder that he has the ability to connect with people on a profound level. Yet, the journey to redefine his identity continues, and the path ahead is fraught with uncertainty. In the days following the event, Harry reflects on his experiences and the conversations he's had with those around him. He realizes that while he may have left the royal family, he doesn't have to abandon the values and causes that have always been important to him. The humanitarian work he's passionate about can still thrive, but it must be rooted in authenticity and a genuine desire to make a difference. Determined to carve out a new role for himself, Harry begins to focus on his humanitarian efforts with renewed vigor. He reaches out to organizations that align with his vision, seeking partnerships that allow him to leverage his platform for positive change. The Invictus Games become a cornerstone of his mission, and he envisions expanding the initiative to reach even more veterans and their families. This renewed focus brings him a sense of purpose that had been missing for far too long. Meanwhile, the relationship with Meghan evolves as they navigate their individual paths. Meghan continues to excel in her entrepreneurial ventures, and Harry finds joy in supporting her from the sidelines. Their partnership becomes a source of strength as they learn to balance their ambitions while nurturing their family life. The couple shares candid conversations about their dreams and aspirations, reinforcing their commitment to each other and their children. As Harry works to rebuild his reputation, he also takes steps to mend the rift with his family. He reaches out to his father, expressing a genuine desire for reconciliation. In a heartfelt letter, he acknowledges the pain of their past and the misunderstandings that have driven them apart. "I want to move forward, Dad," he writes. "Life is too short to hold on to grudges. I miss you and want to find a way back to each other." The response is cautious but hopeful. King Charles acknowledges the challenges they've faced and expresses a willingness to engage in dialogue. This small step toward reconciliation fills Harry with a sense of optimism, igniting a spark of hope that perhaps healing is possible. As the months pass, Harry's commitment to his humanitarian work begins to bear fruit. He launches new initiatives aimed at mental health awareness and support for veterans, drawing on his own experiences to connect with others. The response is overwhelmingly positive, and he starts to regain the public's trust. The narrative surrounding him begins to shift as people recognize his genuine efforts to make a difference. In a poignant moment, Harry stands before a crowd at a charity event, sharing his journey of self-discovery. "I've learned that it's okay to seek help and to lean on others," he tells the audience. "We all have our battles, but together, we can create a brighter future." The crowd erupts in applause, and for the first time in a long while, Harry feels a sense of belonging and acceptance. As he looks out at the faces in the crowd, he realizes that he's not just a prince in exile. He's a man on a mission, determined to forge his own path while honoring his past. The journey has been challenging, but it has also been transformative. With Meghan by his side and a renewed sense of purpose, Harry is ready to embrace the future. In the end, the story of Prince Harry is one of resilience and growth. He may have left behind the royal life, but he's discovered that true fulfillment comes from within. As he continues to navigate the complexities of his identity, he stands poised to make a lasting impact on the world, proving that even in the face of adversity, it's possible to rise and thrive.